Are you starting to wonder if your aging parents need help? Have you noticed things here and there that just seem a little different about your elderly parents? Like maybe that pile of mail sitting on the kitchen table is getting taller. Or maybe there are dirty dishes a few meals deep in the sink of their normally clean kitchen. You might tell yourself they've just had a busy week if your parents are active. But if things like this begin to become more frequent, or if you notice other out-of-character behaviors, it might be a sign your parents need some help. Have you discussed with your family what needing senior care will look like? What type of scenario will lead you to consider senior care? Working with family early on to identify the signs a parent needs support can help you be better prepared for those types of decisions. To give you a solid starting point, I'll run you through 5 of the common signs a parent needs help. I'll also share a family discussion guide with you to make sure that when you do have these tough conversations, you're prepared. If you haven't met me in any of our other videos, which you can find on our channel, I'm Grace, and I'm with A Place for Mom. I help create articles, tools, and other resources seniors and their families can use to understand when it's time for senior care, whether that's in a community or at home. Picking up on the signs a parent needs assistance can be a huge challenge, especially for family members who see them often. Sometimes the changes can happen so slowly that you don't realize it's a problem until you really reflect on where they were even a year or 2 before. Look back at pictures you took of your loved one 6 months ago or even a year ago. Or think about an event with your parent a while back. For me, I used my dear mother-in-law's 80th birthday party 2 years ago as a marker of how she's doing. It was a special time for her and our family, and I can see her so clearly on that day. Even though I see her often, how she was on that day is a marker for me. I do the same with my parents. I think about how my mom walked at my niece's graduation party 6 months ago compared to our most recent visit, for example. With that in mind, let's explore 5 common signs your parent might need help. Your parent has probably always had their own unique sense of style. I think of my dad in a golf shirt and my mom in a pretty pink blouse. I would start to worry, however, if I started noticing them wearing the same shirt over and over day after day. This, along with uncut fingernails, unkempt hair, a lack of bathing or brushing their teeth, are signs their hygiene could be on the decline. There are a lot of reasons a senior may be deprioritizing hygiene, from changes in mobility to memory loss. So it's something you'll want to try to understand, since it's often an indicator that something deeper is going on. In some cases, seniors may stop showering because they're worried about falling. In other cases, parents stop brushing their hair because it's too tiring. All that to say, a lack of hygiene is worth investigating, especially since whatever is causing it usually can be alleviated with some help. We've all had evenings after a long day of work where instead of making a healthy meal, we opt for the ease of a frozen dinner or just order takeout. Cooking a nutritious, well-balanced meal requires standing for long periods, having access to ingredients, and focus. If you find that your parents are going the convenient route more often, or notice that they aren't eating much, it could be a sign that they need some help. Planning recipes, making lists, getting to the store, bringing groceries inside, and the dishes and cleanup involved after cooking may have been easy at one time, but the effect of aging on the body can turn this into a huge, overwhelming challenge. Waning nutrition is a huge sign parents could benefit from some assistance. More signs to look for include having an empty fridge, having expired foods for a long time, or having a decreased appetite. Similar to eating out now and then, falling behind on chores here and there is normal. Eventually though, floors get swept, carpets get vacuumed, the dishes get washed, and the bathroom gets cleaned. But some older adults especially those who live alone, may find it hard to catch up with household responsibilities once they've fallen behind. Without some help, a senior might just give up on certain chores or maintenance needs altogether because it's become overwhelming. Failing to address chores or home maintenance is another big sign to step in and offer help to mom or dad because it could actually pose some safety risks. Electrical projects or repairs left incomplete could create a fire hazard, while plumbing issues may cause home damage or lead to unsanitary conditions. And ignoring or forgetting to get routine safety checks of the furnace and hot water heater could lead to an unsafe living environment. Just like with hygiene, minor things like finding a dusty bookshelf or a smudged bathroom mirror shouldn't typically be a reason for concern. But if your parents have abandoned doing multiple household responsibilities, this could be a sign that they're finding it hard to maintain their living space. Another household responsibility that may signal your parent needs help is that growing heap of mail on the kitchen counter or dining room table. Sure, most of it is probably junk destined for the recycling bin, but buried in that pile may be forgotten or neglected bills. So while you should watch for neglected chores as a whole, pay special attention to unpaid or unopened bills. Having to catch up on unpaid bills is just another overwhelming and stressful task for a senior who already feels burdened by other daily chores. Allowing bills to become buried under a growing pile of mail could signal that a parent is struggling financially. Something you may have noticed as I talk through these behaviors is that a lot of them are actually unconcerning in moderation. Having a messy house, eating some frozen meals, repeating an outfit aren't that concerning if they happen occasionally. But all of this happening frequently or all at once usually means something deeper is going on. Sometimes that deeper cause is memory loss, which can manifest in a lot of different ways. Not only is memory loss or forgetfulness a sign a parent needs help day to day, but it's also a sign they should see a doctor. To know whether your parent is experiencing memory loss, watch out for all the behaviors we've already talked about in addition to getting lost while driving and unexplained dents or scrapes on the car. A parent experiencing memory loss may forget to take their medications, refill their prescriptions on time, or go to doctor's appointments. You can also check for signs that they find themselves confused when doing routine tasks like grocery shopping, laundry, driving, or using a cell phone. They may even have sudden personality changes, like acting differently toward the people around them. There's one more sign I think families should watch for to know whether or not to offer mom or dad help. Before we get into it, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel to see more videos on caregiver advice and senior care options. You can also find our list of 10 signs parents need help linked in the description, as well as a discussion guide to use as you navigate conversations with family about getting your parents help. This last one is tough to talk about, but it's the most important. Have you seen scrapes or bruises on your loved one? It's true that seniors bruise easier, but repeated bruising, cuts, or injuries could be a sign that a senior is having repeated falls. Falling is incredibly dangerous for seniors and is one of the leading causes of hospitalizations in that age group. And you can't assume a loved one will be upfront or honest about falling, even if you ask. If mom or dad seems sore, has trouble getting up from a chair or bed, or seems to be limping, they may need mobility assistance around the house, especially in places where flooring is slippery. And like the other signs we've talked about, the cause could be something worth exploring with a doctor. While a decline in mobility is a common culprit for falls, medical conditions that cause dizzy spells or confusion can also play a role. If you don't live close to mom or dad, you may consider recruiting the help of a neighbor or one of your parents' friends for regular reports on how things are going, since some of these signs are subtle and won't be easy to notice from far away. consider asking them to take a selfie with your loved one at each visit and compare those over time and to pictures of your last visit with your parent. Collaborating with others, whether to make a game plan for knowing when to step in or to spot those signs from afar, can alleviate some of the stress associated with providing the best possible support for an aging parent. I hope you found this video helpful. If you have any questions or want to share your own advice with other caregivers, drop those in the comments section. If you'd like to learn more about senior health or senior living options, we'll have some helpful content linked in the description. And for more advice on caregiving, senior care, and more, you can visit our website at aplaceformom.com. Thanks for watching.